Greetings and salutations, everybody. This is Joe Garrity, PC Big Box Game Collector, curator of the Origin Museum, and all-around good guy. I wanted to share some things with you folks. We've been going through a lot of changes in the museum. Please excuse the messiness of the museum. I didn't get time to build it to scale or to paint it. But it's been a mess around here lately. I got the room filled with tubs everywhere. I just cleaned out this little area so it doesn't look too screwed up. But I was looking at other people's videos, and I loved people's unboxings when they do unboxings, but I don't want to steal any of their thunder. So I was talking about this in a forum a couple days ago, and somebody basically said, why don't you show us what's in these tubs that you keep talking about? So I believe that today will be Big Box PC Game Collector's very first untubbing. This is not a setup. I grabbed a tub at random. Here it is. I don't know what's in it, and I'm going to go through it with you, and we'll just drop stuff on the table, and I'll talk a little bit about each piece. Alright, so here we go. What's up first? Right. What we have here is a CD-ROM version of Shadowcaster, an Origin game, obviously, and it's an open copy, and it's in really fine shape. It's a little dusty. We have a copy of the Ultima Second Trilogy. This is what they refer to as a demo copy, not for resale. You see these occasionally, but they're getting rarer and rarer. I'm not sure what that actually means. This was only supposed to be given to press or whatever. But it is mint sealed. It's brand new. This is a 5 1/4 inch version of the second trilogy. And it's in fantastic shape. What do we got here? Wing Commander 3 for the Macintosh. All these seem to be very dusty. I guess the lid was off the box for a little while. But this is a mint sealed copy of Wing Commander 3 for Macintosh. What else do we got? Oh, this is weird. This is a piece of software that was made by a fan, one of my friends. He actually made a text adventure called Pentari First Light. Malinch Entertainment. This is from circa 2001, and it's just a folio that was made for this game, and they put it on CD-ROM. It's actually on floppy as well, and there's paperwork in it, as well as the original receipt, and the guy that made this included a trinket in it, which was a key, which I thought was really cool. That has to do with the story. I don't know how many of these he sold, but it was probably less than 100, and he was kind enough to autograph it for me too. What else? Okay, here. This is how much of a mess it is in here. This is actually a medal. This is actually a medal that says, for exceptional civilian service to the Department of the Air Force. I went dumpster diving about 15 years ago and found an entire case of these, and my hopes were that I was going to be able to polish it up, maybe rub off some of the message that's there on the back, and possibly fob it off as an award for the museum, or maybe for a piece for a costume, for a Wing Commander costume. That's in there. What else have we got? The Ultima 6 clue book. That's in pretty darn good shape, along with the Commodore 64 clue book update insert. Let's keep moving. The System Shock Icebreaker. This is the System Shock clue book. Very nice to have. This is a copy of Claw Marks, the insert for Wing Commander. This is basically the fiction that went along with it, that basically taught you about the pilots and the ships and all the information that was going on in the Tiger's Claw. This is a 1990 product catalog for Origin that they list all of the games that went through. You get these as inserts in a lot of stuff. There's 1990. This is probably around the time of Ultima 6 and Savage Empire is when you would get these. This is the official electronic arts hint book for Noctropolis. It's sealed in the plastic, and even though it was an electronic arts game, its relation to Origin is that Origin actually did the boxing and distribution of this electronic arts title, so they probably did the play testing too of Noctropolis. We have an in-house Origin folder, and inside are a whole bunch of advertisements for Origin games. Here are one sheets for the Serpent Isle, as well as Wing Commander 4, awards for Wing Commander 2 and quotes regarding that. Wing Commander is a science fiction classic. It's a copy of a newspaper. There are inserts for Strike Commander and Ultima Underworld 2. And lots of these that are just filling this folder. Basically, this is my promotional folder material. So, lots and lots of different things in there. What else do we got going on? Let's throw this over there with the paper prize. What is this? I don't even know what this is. This looks to be like paperwork regarding some of my research in regard to game development notes that I got from October 10th, 2007. Oh, I know what this is. This was found in a box. A Wing Commander box. I bought a Wing Commander box over on eBay from a game from 1990. And this actually is a piece of fan fiction called Wing Leader. Copyright 1992, David Holmes. D. Holmes 14 is the person's name. And it literally is on tractor feed paper done with an impact printer. And he made all the changes. I believe this is probably one of the very first Wing Commander fan fictions ever written. And I found it in a Wing Commander box. This is something very interesting. This is literally the logo that came from Origin for a game called Wing Leader, the 3D space combat simulator. This is actually the name of Wing Commander before it became Wing Commander. This is one of the only few printings that are out there that have the word Wing Leader on them. It was used by the art department. What else is going on in this box? Here is this is a thank you letter from March 2002 from a friend of mine in Japan. Ina Kiyohide, T. Elena was her online name. And basically, she sent me some things and actually said, here is the package, your software in here. This is part of the Ultima series sold in Japan. And I will be happy you will enjoy this gift. I did her a favor and she was returning the favor. So I've kept that. Why this is loose, I have no idea. But this is a floppy disk for 2400 AD, a 5¼ inch floppy. Oh, I know what this is. Somebody showed a picture of 2400 AD on eBay and they sold a copy of 2400 AD, which I bought. And when I got it, they actually did absolutely nothing but send me the floppy disk and this little tiny receipt. And it was $14 that I paid for a floppy disk of 2400. I already have a couple copies, but that was one of my sorrows, my breakdowns. This looks like someone else's list of games. So I don't even know what this is, but this is somebody else's list of their collection. I know, it's all random. What are you going to do? Right? Now we're getting to some good stuff. Okay, here is a very, very bad copy of Ultima Underworld, the Stygian Abyss. It's completely torn and ripped up around the box. It's in horrible, terrible shape with Scotch tape, big packing tape around both sides of this. I don't know what's in it or whether it's complete or not. Nope, no room bag. But they are 5¼ inch discs. And it looks to me as though someone was even writing all over the player's handbook, the player's guide. And, but it's a good parts box. And I can maybe practice some of my restoration techniques on a box like this. So, Wing Commander 3, Heart of the Tiger for 3DO. This is an open game with looks like all the contents on it, which is pretty cool. Another copy of Wing Commander 3 for 3DO. A copy of Strike Commander on 3½-inch floppy with the Origin Effects screensaver included. Ooh. Alright, where are we going from here? What else is in here? The official guide to Wings of Glory. I bought this in an old computer junk shop, and it looks like it was priced for $12.99 on there, so this is not original shrink. But the original missions disc is still in there. I can feel it, and it definitely, I didn't pay $12 for this. The official strategies and secrets to Star Lancer, which was one of Chris Roberts' games when he worked at Digital Anvil, when he founded Digital Anvil. This is a copy of Jane's F-15, and it is not sealed. It's a reshrink, and real big on it, it says as is $20, but I'm very confident I didn't pay that. Here's just a paper slide for Longbow Gold, and I believe this may be a British version. I'm not sure. Simulation of the Year, but I think it was a British version of this. So, important insurance documents from Republic. And inside is a copy of Wing Commander 2 Deluxe Edition, another eBay ripoff that I probably paid way too much for. This is a sealed copy of the disc of Lineage, which was basically one of NCSoft's games, which I picked up when Richard Garriott actually sold his company, Destination Games, to NCSoft when they first started and partnered. Another copy of that. And another copy of that. Let's put these aside. Hey, what do you know? Another copy of the Ultima 6 clue book. Aha. Not been sealed, it's a reshrink, but this is Pentology. This is the Ultima 8 clue book, and it says as is $5, which is probably what I paid for it. A copy of Auto Duel. The box is very compressed, everything's very dusty, but this is a copy of Auto Duel for the Atari ST. No toolkit, and it looks like this was highly water damaged. It has all kinds of staining all over everything, so it was a box that was in horrible shape that I probably picked up off of eBay for a song, but no toolkit. This is Strike Commander Speech Pack. This has also seen better days. It looks a little beat up. This is the add-on disc to add speech to Strike Commander. Whoa, here is a copy of Ultima Online, the 7th Anniversary Edition. I kept the shrink wrap on it, but it is open. And I got that for a song. I got that for $19.99. This is a weird one. This is literally a promotional box. It is sealed in shrink wrap, but it is one of those ones that says, this box is empty. Back in the day, Electronics Boutique and other stores will put the empty boxes up there. And when Wing Commander 4 came out, they basically put out this box saying, coming soon, this box is empty, but you can look for it. And I asked them for the box, and when they were done using it, they gave me a call and gave it to me. Another copy of the Strike Commander Speech Pack. This one is indeed mint sealed. It even has the Egghead sticker on it, and it was originally $15.99 at Egghead. So I thought that's cool. What else do we got going on here? Video Game Collector Magazine, issues number 2 and 3. Put that over with the paper. Haha. Video Game Collector number 1. And those are just magazines that talk about game collecting. Some of you may know what I'm referring to. This is the Video Game Collector number 1/2. And another copy of that. I think this also came with a slide that covered Dragon's Lair. So this was the rare Don Bluth card that basically was an extra bonus when you bought Video Game Collector magazine for a year. Another copy of the Wings of Glory clue book. Here's another copy of Wings of Glory. This is mint sealed and it has a sticker on it that says Computer Gaming World. Without a doubt, Wings of Glory is the best looking and sounding World War I flight sim to date. And I don't know of very many other World War I flight sims, so it's probably still held that title. This is a copy of Ogre for the Atari ST. Lots of dust on these. But I see that we have a copy of the disc and the manuals, and that's all. Along with a paper copy of the strategy and notes. So this is an incomplete copy and no figures are in it. We have a copy of the Ultima 9 Ascension Enhanced CD. This is a mint sealed copy of all of the music for Ultima 9. This is called the Enhanced CD. This is not the one that was in the Dragon Edition of Ultima 9. This is actually a separate purchase, and they're kind of hard to find now. Here's 2 copies of it. We have the Strike Commander Tactical Operations add-on disc. This is mint sealed, but very dusty. But it's in fine shape. Here's a copy of Mobius for the Atari ST. Let's see what's in here. We have all the manuals. These are all partials. We have all the manuals. We have the poster, but no headband. Here's yet another copy of Mobius. This one is for the Commodore 64. This is the Commodore 64 version. The box has seen better days. It's a little bit squished, but inside, all the documentation. Obviously, it's 5 1/4 inch disc because it was for Commodore 64. And again, no headband. But they're still fun. All right, what else do we got here? We have a pile of blank paper. This was obviously used for separating something. Here's a neat little treasure. This is a Chinese game magazine from 1996. And it has a demo disc in it, but it features Origin. It's still sealed. I've opened it at one time, I believe, just to see what was in it. But it was advertising Privateer 2, The Darkening, which is why I was able to get my hands on it. And one last thing, this is nice. Back in 2001, I was fortunate enough to be invited to go to Austin, Texas, and go actually visit Origin back in the day. And I went to the company, the EA company store, and they let me shop for a few things. And I kept the original bag that says Origin, We Create Worlds on it. So I kept the bag for 15 years because I had such great memories there. Anyway, that's the bottom of that. That's it. I hope you liked it. Again, this was the very first untubbing in the Big Box PC Game Collectors group. If you like it, let me know. Fill me in on the comments, and if I get enough hits, I might do another one if you like. Alright? Thanks a lot.